Hola, everybody. Hello. It's kind of cold in here. I'm gonna maybe turn down my ear, but it's hot in my room. Hola, everybody. What y'all doing? Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Can you tell I was raised around boys? I do not care about burping or farting around nobody. I'm telling you right now. So if you don't want to smell my wind, you might want to move over, because I'm gonna fart. I'm gonna say excuse me, but I ain't about to be walking around with my stomach hurt for nobody. Good morning. Watching The Witcher. Girl, I done went to sleep on it 17,000 times. I'm gonna have to watch it tomorrow. I done went to sleep on. I ain't made it past one, really two. Listen, I ain't made it past two. You hear me? Sad at my own self. Why that don't make no sense? I cannot stay awake. I be need my nap shit. I know. I know. I already know. It's bad. Casey tried to color, baby. I ate and climbed up in that bed. That's where this tummy is coming from, because I be getting right on in the bed and going to sleep. I don't care. I'm about to be 50 soon. I can do it. I just keep telling myself it's okay. You've been in pretty good shape most of your life, so it's all right to let loose a little bit, and that's what I'm doing. I don't care. It is what it is. The pudgy stomach and all that ain't stopping nothing. I promise you. Moving on. Anyway, I haven't decided if we're gonna do music. I got a list together. I want to do music. I kind of want to do trivia, so I'm just gonna play it by ear real quick. hmm I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all getting ready for the holiday. I'm not traveling anywhere. I do not want to be in the hustle and bustle of going and visiting not a soul. hmm I did find out some interesting stuff, but it's here on my iPad, and I don't know if it's synced with this other one. Let's see if it is. What is that? Is it? I think it is the pages. No, it's notes. It's notes. Let's see what we got here. Darned it. Let me see. Did it get with us today? Oh no. Come on. Hold on one second. I'm trying to see if. Oh, it is here. Oh, but not the rest of it. Dang it. Grr. So I did some research, but it's on this iPad, most of it. I guess it didn't save all the rest of this that I was doing here. That sucks. Oh, hello, everybody. Hello, all my new peoples. I'm not going nowhere. I'm coming to see y'all. I got music going, but I figure I'll give y'all a little bit because it's summer and I know them damn kids, not them, those darn kids are not asleep and they all in your business. So we'll wait a while for the music because I didn't add it to the playlist. So, and y'all know I'm not going to be on YouTube when I do it. So I'm just letting everybody know so they don't say, darn, I missed the class. Yeah. So so I did learn something reading. I've been right. You said them damn kids is right. Listen here. I've been in my books, and that's another reason why I was tired. I was actually looking into some stuff, and I found out some very interesting information. Um, Hermes, Thoth, and Trismegistus or Trismegistus are all the same person. Did you hear what it said? Listen. Thoth, Hermes, and Trismegistus are all the same person. Who knew? I just found out today. Well, technically, I read it before, but I didn't understand until today. So I went and I was reading that of Sylvius, and it's very interesting. See, when you got knowledge, it's okay. But when you have knowledge and understand them, and then the wisdom to understand what it is that you're reading, it's a whole different thing, y'all. I read that of Sylvius all those years ago, 2016 or whatever. I went back and read most of it today. And y'all, I was in there like, oh my God. But I didn't have the information first. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have it. I didn't understand. I didn't have all the stuff that I have now. And that was almost what? Shoot, we working on about 8 years ago. So the amount of information God has given me in 8 years is absolutely insane. I said, oh man. Like, okay, I'm gonna share a little bit. Y'all wanna see? I'm not gonna get all the way into it because I ain't got my clear thought on it yet. And that's the only thing with this whole thing. I don't really get like 2 weeks to study now. I have like a shorter amount of time. But do y'all wanna know? Yes. Hey, Tony. Ooh, it is freezing. I really might have to turn a little heater on. It's a little chilly in here. But I ain't turning that air down. Not doing that. I refuse. Now I have my Jesus juice. I need to put a little bit more in my cup. Hello, pumpkin. Because there's not very much in here. And I realize this cup is very slim. It don't hold a lot of nothing. It's dry. I'm saying, well, this about to hold about the same as the pink cup. Cheers. I'm gonna go get me some in a minute. You just hold on. Yeah, it don't hold very much. I've noticed that. So I said, well, all right. So let me tell y'all. So I was in a Celsius, which you know is in our Nag Hammadi library, right? And what was real interesting, y'all see I have my note. Look, y'all see I didn't got my notes, and I was writing. I don't care. See, certain books I gotta write in, especially if I'm studying. I have to write. I have to highlight. I have to make notes because if there's something that stands out, then I need to do. Is this what y'all be? I hope y'all okay. Yeah, you some of them you going now not your nice books. You don't write in those. You write notes on a different paper in your nice books, okay? You don't write in your nice books. You only write. That's why we don't care about going to get them from the Goodwill and secondhand because we can get a nice copy to put on the shelf and we can get a study copy, right? A paper copy or whatever I might find for $2 at Goodwill, but I got my good one on the shelf, so I don't have to worry about marking that one up. But I can still get through the book. That's why some books I pull out and y'all see that it don't have no markings in it, but I have a paper copy or I've read it online or something like that. So then I didn't have to mark that book up, but I have the physical copy now. Yes. Good job, Jazzy May. I hope you guys are taking a lot of notes. Can I ask you a question? Did you take notes in school or did you steal notes? And now you really write notes. See how you don't get away from that? It's gonna come full circle. Might as well learn now. Right? Might as well learn now. Oh, you was a master note taker. Okay, I guess. All right. Anybody else? You stole them, talk. Anybody else was getting a free note? I got free $3 on your notes. Uh, what you got? Did you take notes? Oh, thank you so much, Yeshua Haru. Thank you. So y'all want to hear something pretty cool? I got an email from South Africa today. Anytime that you are feeling crazy about yourself, if you are walking in a way that God wants you to walk, not saying you're doing everything perfect. Yes, I did. And it made me so happy. Because sometimes I be feeling like, God, well, wait. Is this you? You sent that today? Yeshua Haru? Is that you? Oh, are you the person that sent that? Do you mind if I talk about it? Because it made my day if it's you. Yes, it was good. Were you the one that were talking about the churches and the knowledge and all that? Is that your email? I'm trying to make sure this is the person first. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Are you the person that emailed? Oh, okay. Okay, don't worry about it. All right. So there was a young lady. She emailed me, and it was so cool because I saw it. It might have been last night. You know, the times are different. So I read her email, and y'all, sometimes I don't get to read them all. Sometimes I take a day and I might not be on here and I'm just reading emails all day. Like it be, you know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes I can remember to reply, but then y'all might tag me in something on here and then I'm going to look at that. And so it just be a lot sometimes. So I'll be, you know, what do you call it? Ping ponging all over the place sometimes. But anyway, so she says in the, I'm so blessed by this, y'all. Basically, to sum it all up, the churches where she is, they won't like they don't want to receive the extra information, and she's very thankful. She was talking about AI and different things, and then she said we did a class on AI, and we were talking about AI, and then she got to her job, and they've just now introduced AI into her job, right? And she was like, it was crazy because I just watched your class, and then the job that I work for here in South Africa, they just introduced AI to her job. She was talking about how uh, over there they're still, you know, they basically don't want to receive it, and it's just amazing that Christians all around the world that are supposed to be leading people to Christ don't want to hear about the extra books. They don't want to know and make it make sense. They don't want to understand. So it's not just in America. It's not just in Canada. It's not just wherever you are. Like this is literally happening in South Africa too. Like mind blowing, mind blowing, mind blowing. But also the fact that there are people, and she was saying, we not ready. If all of this stuff that you says, I guess she talked to some of the people in the church and they was like, no, we not ready for that. Like if all of this stuff that you saying is about to happen, like no, 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 we not ready. So do y'all realize as people in South Africa that the WOIU community is helping get ready for this worldwide stuff that's coming, prepping water and food, and come on, and in Australia and all, come on, and the islands and that's mind blowing. And I don't leave my house very much. That people all around the world are being fed here spiritually, physically, mentally, you know what I mean? Like it's mind blowing, y'all. Cause sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I be in here going through it like it's like I feel check on your influencers. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all keep I don't care if they funny, not funny, if they be clowning. Check on your influencers because folks be acting funny with us and it get real lonely once folks know that other folks like you. I ain't gonna lie. Folks get to falling off and all kind of stuff. Check on your influencers. If you follow some folks, pray for them. For real. Because you never know what they're going through in their own life or in their own mind. Real life. And how much they give to other people. And sometimes it's nobody there to pour into them. I don't care if it's an actor, a singer, or whatever. I understand now. I didn't used to, really, but now I do. I haven't checked it. I was in my real emails, not in, I don't really be in my TikTok messages that much. It's thousands of messages in there that I haven't even ever got to reply to all the way back from the beginning. I just said I'd be ping ponging all over the place. So, oh, okay. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Not, no, no. I'm not gonna do that right now because I'm talking about something else. I'll get to it when I get to it, baby girl. Okay. It's okay. I'll get to it when I get to it. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'll look into it though. I appreciate that. So with that, um, check on folks. Send them a kind something or something like that because you never know what people's going through. And then too, for me, because this is not just the act. You know what I'm saying? Like we see each other, we talk to each other, we interact. I really interact with y'all, so it's not like you know what I'm saying. It's different. It is. And I be worried about if y'all families have what they need. If y'all, are having like today I prayed and I prayed a prayer and I'm looking forward to seeing it come true. There's a specific prayer that I pray for everybody in our community and the people attached to y'all. And I'm grateful that um prayer works. Good evening, Auntie. Prayer works and people are getting ready. All around the world, we are affecting people. Y'all all are from different backgrounds, have different people watching y'all. So when y'all share different things, even if it's not my videos, but you share what you learn in here, you are helping the people in your communities, the people that follow you, the people that sneak and follow you. All of these different things, y'all helping people get together. And if you don't think that God is going to bless you for helping people believe what he said, because when you do that, you're helping people believe that God said, hey, these things are coming. It don't matter if they fight you or whatever. They see it ain't for everybody to prune it. Just drop the seed and keep it moving. Because you got other people that you gotta get aware. My brother on board, water order until further notice. Didn't listen to me. Where he at, Auntie? If you don't mind me asking. Right. Harvey, Illinois. Okay. Do y'all be in amazement, family? Honestly. Do y'all be in amazement when and we got this stuff sitting? We got this stuff sitting, right? I was sharing this with my sister-in-law. Send her all the news articles. Send her the news articles about how many people are without power, how long they've been without power, and how many people are they're on board. Just go and send it because you can find these maps online. Just send her all those and see how paranoid you are. See, there's things that we could do to let them know. Oh no, I'm not crazy at all. Did you see this? Because see, some people do the same thing every day and they don't look outside of nothing but what they always look at. So it would be hard for them to see. It would be very hard. But if you start sending them news reports and saying, oh, did you see this? That this many people down in Louisiana have been without power, Oklahoma, these places, and it's still places every day where people are now being without power. My husband is super on board now. 2 years ago, he wasn't. We just swiping our credit card. Come on. Because people starting to wake. Didn't I tell you? Not everybody gonna wake up. But didn't I tell y'all people was gonna start waking up? Shelters in Tampa are now giving out water straws. Isn't that something? Y'all, we trendsetters around here. We is trendsetters around here. We are trendsetters, honey, aren't we? We are. We did. We. Y'all, if y'all don't think that people are paying attention, we are trendsetters. We were sending water straws all over the United States of America, wouldn't we? My power went out in my area for a while, but we had our generators and lights. My girlfriend in Springfield. Hold on, Auntie. My girlfriend in Springfield, Illinois, with no power. She said this will never happen again. My brother said you said it. Ooh, they waking up, Auntie. Is you crazy now, Auntie? Is you crazy now, Auntie? Good evening. Is you crazy now? We was crazy. We've been crazy for the last 15 months. Ain't we, y'all? They ain't got no way to cook because if it ain't gas, baby, if it ain't no electric, and you ain't got no grill or no, huh? Hold on. Hello. You said y'all power about to be out for 3 days. You got some candles? You only got 4. Dang. For real? What the kids? Was the kids over there with you? Is that who crying in the background? Man. Yeah, I get it. All your food's gonna spoil. You didn't? Oh yeah. Well, I understand. And the gas stations don't got no ice. And y'all didn't go get the generator you saw up at So what y'all gonna do? Mm, okay. I'll be praying for y'all. Yeah, I'll be praying for y'all. Okay. All right. Mm. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. All right, bye. That's the best wireless connection you ever see, honey. And you know this really works. It really works. Let's see if it'll come on. I can't remember which one it is. Is it this? It's one of these. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me over here on TikTok? Can y'all do it sound like I'm talking on the phone to y'all? Because we connected by Bluetooth. So when I be talking to my dad, this is what it be sounding like. Hello, everybody. Um, y'all hear that thunder? It's about to rain. It's gonna rain on your head. Hello. It's about to rain for real. Down here where I am. Okay. It really works. It do? Mm. Y'all thought it was just a cute little phone, didn't you? It go to my purse. Yeah, it really works. I told you I don't do stuff that's just cute. Everything has to have a purpose. Uh-huh. Yeah. Not a lot wasn't tripping. Everything working here, buddy. I ain't go. Uh-huh. Hey, that's why I said this is like an adult playland. Everything in here make you want to touch it and make it work and see how it work and use it. Because what good is it? Is a I like an interactive house. Now I don't want you to touch. I want you to ask before you touch it. But yeah, you're gonna want to do stuff over here. You're just gonna want to look and touch and feel. It's different textures. It's different colors. No, it's not all extravagant, but it's a whole bunch of stuff in here that grown-ups be like, ooh. I let somebody ear, and he was like, "What? Why do you have these?" Look what they asked me. Why do I have y'all? Hilarious. Whole grown person was excited to see these right here. Talk about I was just watching this morning and went looking for the episode or whatever the show was. Whole grown person excited. You heard me? Oh, what are you doing with these? What? Somebody got them for me? But why do you? But why do you have them? Cause they mine. Never mind. I was gonna show you some, but I changed my mind. I'm going to put these back. Why do I have them? Cause they in my life. I was trying to grown. Why you have these? Why do you have these? Like why are you so excited? That's funny. Right, exactly. Like, give me my stuff. Thank you. Never mind. I was gonna try to show you something, but no. Never mind. I changed my mind. Never. Yeah. Listen here. It's something in here for everybody. You hear me? The science geeks, the history buffs, the everything, the conspiracy theorists, the fantasy land folks, everything in here. The law people, biblical law, and this whole judicial system we got right. No touchy. You already know. No touchy. No touchy. No, and don't touch my stuff. Mm-hmm. So anyway, a lot of people say they will spend hours in here. I have to not get in here. I have to, because sometimes this room now, y'all aren't. Yeah, sometimes it's overwhelming in here. The amount of information that is in here. Because see, when I control what came in here, I kind of bought as I read. Does that make sense? I kind of bought as I read it. So like I would read it, or if I wasn't reading, I was using it for whatever study, and then I would put it in a place. But I got family members that be making sure I'm gonna have as much information as I need. And a lot of times now I come in here and I don't be knowing where to start. I'll be like, wait a minute, because one subject I can have 10 different books now about that same subject. I just have to know the name. So then I'll be like, okay, so where am I starting now? And I think about my daddy, right? Who want to hear something and then we're going to get on to this. I told you I used to give all my books away. I would just go buy books. I would go buy all kinds of books at the Goodwill, and people would come to my house. I would give away free Bibles. I would give them a pad of paper, a pen, so that they could start studying. And if I had some other Bibles that or books that interest them, I would give them away. Right? Well, I've been doing that for years. I'm talking about even as a teenager when I had my son, I would go buy books for other people's kids so they could read to their kids and stuff like that. Y'all, y'all know that God be revealing to me every day stuff that I didn't not thinking about it because it's just a part of my character, but how He's paid me back for it over and over. He said He'll give you a blessing you don't have room enough to receive. Well, this is the second shelf that's been in here, and now it's not gonna hold all the books that I have. Again, we just built this in November. Thought we was about. Thank you so much. Thought we was about to have some time to fill it up, and now I already need to go up this wall already. Thank you, Naisha. Mm. But God showed me I didn't care about distributing free information, and now there are books that I have that God blessed me with that I didn't have to pay for. And I gave away hundreds and hundreds of books over the years. I kid y'all not. Sometimes I give a person a stack of 10 books, and that's how they come back to me, multiply. And it's amazing to see God. I might not have seen it right away. I might not have seen it in the 5 years or the 10 years or the 15 years. But when I look through here, sometimes I stay out of here because it's very emotional for me. Very. When I go to pick up packages, emotional. Because I know the things that I gave that nobody else saw. Nobody else saw what I did. Nobody didn't know when I was doing the stuff that I was doing to help people since I was a kid. Nobody was around to see it. But the fact that God blesses me out in the open, then I know that scripture is true about the things that you do in secret to help God's kingdom. He will reward you openly in front of the world to see. And literally, all the people that used to call me gullible and say people was using me and she just trying to buy some friends and all this old weird stuff, they didn't know that God had put it on my heart to bless certain people or to do certain things or give people rides or all the stuff that He had me do. And now people just do things for me. They've never even met me. They never even interacted with me on a personal level. But God has used me to bless them in some kind of way to where it's just mind blowing how whatever seeds you sow, they do come back. This is why you want to try to sow good seeds because it'll come back in a time when you never expected. If somebody would have told me 2 years ago, thank you, Miss Casanova, that this would have been my life, I probably would have looked at them like they was crazy. Like, nah. But the fact that what God asked me to do, I get to do it every day. Does it get challenging? Yes, it does. It gets very challenging because I have to deal with a lot of people. My neck gonna look great in my new sundress. Thank you so much. Oh, I love you, Woodsy. Oh, I love that. Because I love sundresses too. Call them house dresses, honey. Love wood. So that is yes. And my neck used to be one of my favorite things. My neck and my back. So, Auntie, I just be thinking maybe we might have a genetic connection and we just don't know. So it's weird about that. That if most people don't, I don't know. That's different. I'm free. And it's one other person that I had this feeling with, and I found out we were family. Biologically, we were family. We met in 2014. And then later on, I ended up meeting her dad, and we were talking, and I was telling her a story, and she was telling me a story. I'm like, dang, that sounds like the story of my grandpa. That's the story I've heard my whole life. And then she called her uncle, her dad, and oh my God, like 4 generations back, the very same story I had been hearing all my life about these two brothers and a whole story. It was a real life thing. And her grandpa was the other, her great great grandpa, whatever, was the other brother. Because how do two people that never met each other, not from the same state, nothing, move across the street from each other, instantly connect, and then start telling? And I'm like, and I kept telling her, you look like my cousin. It's two of my cousins that you are a mix of. This is weird. They don't have the same mama or nothing. And come to find out, we were real blood life, like real bloodline family. That's crazy. So be careful when you just feel an attraction to your family or a person, because it could be because they are your blood relative. Which takes us to what we was gonna be reading this evening. This. Ooh. So I went back because I told y'all I had already read a Celsius. Y'all knew it. Y'all saw it, y'all. But I did a little bit of study here. Did y'all go? Y'all went and y'all read it. I just want to share with y'all. And I haven't been able to do a complete in-depth study, but I just kind of want to touch on what it gave me when I was rereading it today. Do y'all want to know? Anybody? I will, Auntie. Well, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna say because it just depends. We'll talk about it. Okay, good. I'm happy y'all be wanting to know. Y'all be wanting to pick my brain. I don't really like people that don't want to pick my brain. You don't want to know what I'm thinking? Well, why are you around me? Okay. This is called the Nag Hammadi Library. Nag Hammadi, like a nag. Hammadi is Hammadi, I believe. Okay, so listen. It says, y'all know we talked about the mystery of intercourse and all of that. So look here now, listen. Are there kids around? Y'all got kids around right now? If so, can y'all put them somewhere? Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, good. Because what I'm about to read is okay. If y'all went and got a selfie, as you know how it starts out. My kids put up. Good job. Okay, good job. All right, here we go. Yes, but cleaning the bathroom. Okay, I'm just showing you. That's why I kind of came on. Excuse me, I gotta get that together. I was trying to avoid that. Okay, all right, here we go. So it says, and if you wish to see the reality of this mystery, then you, wait a minute. Miss Joy gave me my light there. Yes, I ain't got to do all this today. My eyes was really changing after this 40 years old, just like they said. Ask before your eyes change. I said, not mine, but they did. But they did. Indeed. Got that glasses on, trifocals, and a light, and a magnifying glass. You just ordered this light. Listen, it's great. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. And you can put it in your pocket, your purse. You know what I'm saying? If you want to read in a car, like early in the morning or something, it's nice. Okay. So it says, and if you see, I'm sorry, and if you wish to see the reality of this mystery, then you should see the wonderful representation of the intercourse that takes place between the male and the female. For when the semen reaches the climax, it leaps forth. In that moment, the female receives the strength. Listen to this now. In that moment, the female receives the strength of the male, and the male, for his part, receives the strength of the female while the semen does this. Therefore, the mystery of intercourse is performed in secret, in order that the two sexes might not disgrace themselves in front of the many who do not experience that reality. For each of them, the sexes, contributes its own part in begetting. Okay, do me a favor. And I know we know this, but can y'all go look up the definition of begetting real quick? Because I'm trying to form a picture in your mind. So, what is the definition of begetting? Mhm. Typically, a man, sometimes a man or a woman, bringing a child into existence by the process of reproduction. Okay, the process of reproduction. Keep that in your mind here. Keep that in your mind here. Okay, conception, reproduction, reproduction of the seeds. Yes, 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 yes. Good job, family. Y'all feeling me? Okay, so here we go. I hope you're ready. It's pretty cool. Okay, so look at here. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so it says, for if it happens in the presence of those who do not understand the reality, it is laughable and unbelievable. And moreover, they are holy mysteries of both words and deeds, because not only are they not heard, but but also they are not seen. Therefore, such people, the unbelievers, are blasphemers. They are atheistic and impious. But the others are not many. Rather, the pious who are counted are few. Therefore, wickedness remains among the many, since learning concerning the things which are ordained does not exist among them. For the knowledge of these things which are ordained is truly the healing of the passions of matter. Okay. The healing, yes, listen, listen now. The healing of the passions in matter. So, what are considered human passions? Give me some things that are considered a human passion. Eating, love, right? But go look up the definition of passion. Y'all know I want definitions. What's the definition of a strong feeling? Strong and barely controllable emotion. That's what I was looking for. A strong and barely controllable emotion. Please write that down. A strong desire. Something that drives you for more. Strong and barely controllable. Strong and barely controllable. Strong and barely controllable. Mm, mm. Here we go. Mm. The instinct, emotional, and primitive that drives a human being. Oh, okay. No, you're not. You're right on time. We just started. Here we go. So now, if I go back and read that, now that you understand what passion means, right? Let's go back. For the knowledge of the things which are ordained is truly the healing of passions, of the passions of the matter. We live in matter. This is matter. Matter. Right? What's the definition of matter? Solid stuff. Space being taken up. The substance of which an object is formed. Physical substances. Oh, okay. 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 Physical substance in general as distinct from mind and spirit. Good job. Good job. It's different from the spirit and your mind. It's your physical flesh, your flesh, as they would say in the church. The flesh. Okay? So let's go back and read that now. After we know what this matter is talking about, and then also that the passion that is talking about healing is uncontrollable emotions and desires. Did y'all get that out of that when y'all read that? In the body, in matter, in the flesh. Did y'all pick that up when y'all read that? So the passion of the flesh, the lust of the flesh. Ooh, right there. You see how that was just put all in there, but it's words that we know to. Ooh, okay. So let's go back and read that. Did you get that? Okay. So look here. So we gonna go back. It says, therefore, wickedness remains among the many, since learning concerning the things which are ordained does not exist among them. For the knowledge of the things which are ordained is truly the healing of strong desires and uncontrollable emotions. The word will help you control your emotions. The word will help you control your desires in your body. That's exactly what that says. It says the things that are ordained are the healing for the passions, for the knowledge of the things which are ordained is truly the healing of the passions of the matter. Therefore, learning is something derived from knowledge. But if there is ignorance and learning does not exist in the soul of a man, then the incurable passions persist in it, basically in the soul. So now you got incurable passions. Can we look up the word for incurable? So the word causes healing for the passions, but it says if you don't want to learn and you don't want to get the knowledge and you don't want to understand, then you have incurable. What's the word? What's the definition for incurable? Not able to be cured. Unchanged. Ooh, unchanged. No remedy. A sick person or disease that cannot be cured. And then go back and look up the word. What was the definition for passions again? So put them two together. Whatever it is that you're dealing with, it ain't never gonna be fixed, and you're gonna stay in what is the definition for passion again? Barely controllable. A strong desire that can't be cured. Insatiable. What's the definition for insatiable? Uncontrolled desires with no earth. Did y'all get that out of that when y'all read that? Be honest. For those of you that went and read this, is that what you got? Because I know some of y'all went and read it. That's powerful, right? Cannot be satisfied, incapable of being satisfied. Hmm. So you just gonna keep doing it, even until it make you sick. You won't be able to stop. Mm. Okay. Mm. Okay. So it says, but if there is ignorance and learning does not exist in the soul of a man, then the incurable appetites, habits, emotions persist in it, the soul. And additional evil comes with them, the passions. Hold up. So additional, what if I choose not to understand and I choose not to get my emotions and my desires in order, then more evil things come in. Huh? You just keep getting worse and worse. Ooh, okay. Let's go. He says, but if there is ignorance and learning does not exist in the soul of man, then the incurable passions persist in it, the soul. And additional evil comes with the passions in the form of an incurable sore. And the sore I'm sorry, and the sore constantly gnaws at the soul, and through it the soul produces worms from the evil and stinks. But God is not the cause of these things, since he sent to men knowledge and learning. It'll eat a person's soul if they can't get what they want. Jealousy, envy, an addiction, whatever. That's mind blowing. And it becomes on your soul what we can't see, a sore. in your spiritual body, sin and not wanting to understand create. Think about where depression starts. Mental illness starts. It starts in your mind, which is considered like your spirit, your soul. So if I choose not to learn what it is that God is trying to show me, I'm going to stay mentally ill. Because if you're not in control of yourself, then you have to be controlled. If you're not in control of your passions, this is how addictions with certain things that will eat at them, the serial killers and the folks that's getting the babies and all of a thief, whatever, literally say, I don't know, I just had to do it. Like if I don't do it, I can't. But then it's making your life work. Because even think about this, y'all. God is going to judge your soul first, your spirit, your mind. The sin becomes a stain, a sore in your spirit first before it ever becomes a problem in your natural life. Because you have to think the evil to do the evil. And our flesh is not going to be there. So our soul is going to be. The Bible talks about being sin sick. Your soul is sin sick, and it literally creates sores, just like when you have unprotected sex with somebody that might, and then you get the same kind of sore. Oh my God. And you know how we know? Because Jacob, Joseph's brother, Jacob's son, Simeon or Reuben or Benjamin, whatever his name is, he slept with his stepmother while she was drunk. And God put something in his loins, but he also couldn't get the thing out of his mind. And he was sick unto death. Probably in his mind that he had messed up. That'll make you want to unalive yourself. You didn't win in on your daddy, and now your daddy life messed up and all of this kind of stuff. It said, no, this evil had not been wrought in Israel or Jerusalem or whatever. So, okay. But he also got a sore on his body, in his loin area. Okay, so hold on. The sore in his mind was, you're not free in your mind. And then it starts to a disease is a dis-ease in your mind that produces whatever is in your mind that can't nobody see in your body. A physical representation, a dis-ease disease. A dis-ease in your mind is a disease in your body. They say if you heal your mind, the body will heal itself, because the sin sick sore in your mind goes away, so then your body starts to heal itself. Don't believe me? What is self-medication? When you self-medicate, you are trying to stop your mind. And most times, the appetite for whatever it is that makes you not think is causing your body to be sick. Exactly. Come on now. Is y'all picking up? Look, listen here. I'm saying, oh, this is different right here. This different. We already know that emotions can cause you to be sick. Being too mad can make you have a stroke, a heart attack, an aneurysm. Love sick will make you stop eating and you can be anorexic and bulimic. It's just an emotion. Raise your blood. This is is why the Bible says, heal your mind every day. Renew your mind. Renewing your mind. Every ulcers, all of, look at a sore on the inside that can't nobody see. But you be experiencing pain, and they can see the pain that the ulcer is causing you on the outside when you eat something or what. Yes, baby, listen here. Starts to eat you from the inside out. Well, everything started in the spirit first. We started in the spirit first. Even in our mother's womb, can't nobody see us growing in there until mama started to show. And then even after that, until she gives birth, you don't even know what's in there. You might know it's a girl or a boy, but you don't. It's not revealed completely until. But it started in the spirit. We started in the spirit. It was a spark, and the cells started to multiply. Well, it's looking like that happens on our soul too. Happens there first, because you think it and then you do it. So what's happening in your body is just the physical representation of the sickness that's already in your mind. Tumors and everything. Come on. Anybody neck snap back yet? Because I ain't done. I'm just about to go to the bathroom and go get my drink. Or I could leave y'all with that, and I'll just let y'all sit, because that was a whole lot right there. That can take you through a whole bunch of stuff. Headaches. You be thinking horrible thoughts about folks. I mean, because the Bible say whatever you use to sin against God, that's the thing that He's gonna punish. So this is it's just like the pieces. It's just coming together. And even the doctors say anything more than a single mind is a sick mind. Bipolarism is a disease, they say. A dis-ease. In your what? In your mind. Where's bipolarism at? They say bipolarism is a disease. And the Bible say, basically, or whatever, that when your mind is sick, your body is going to be sick. A dis-ease, a disease. So your mind ain't well. And now it's causing your body to be sick. And your actions. Did you used to think about how you was going to hurt people when you got big? Or if you could hurt them and get away with it? Is that thoughts that you had as a child? Oh, okay. Both of y'all said yes. Oh, okay. Well, you was using your mind to think about when you could get away with it, you was gonna do it. And guess what? The Bible says if you set it in your mind, He's judging you there first. Because if you said yes in your mind, I'm gonna do it, and if I can get away with it, I'll do it. Then He judges you like you already did it, even though you wasn't big. Check your thoughts, Mama. I know all about it. I'll be right back. figure we'll do music tomorrow. We'll do some music tomorrow. It's Saturday. Get y'all ready for the holiday. We'll do music tomorrow. I just want to know who got a throat chop. Anybody? Or just start thinking about, well, damn. Oh, well, happy Canada Day. Listen. You said I think all of us CERCA. Listen here. Well, he been chopping me in the throat for a long time. Y'all might as well come on in and get some. I shouldn't have to be the only person walking around with a damn Arnold Schwarzenegger neck. Hell. Where is my lip gloss? Shoot. If I got to have a good old strong neck, y'all need one too. You said since I study with you, I don't have a throat. What you said, yours been chopped all the way down to your shoulders, huh? Oh no. She said my neck gone. I don't even got one no more. I just be turning. Mm-mm. Listen here. I am. That is hilarious. Too funny. She said I don't even have one no more. It's gone. No, oh, you ain't got no neck either, huh? Yours have been chopped down as well. Hilarious. Listen, I miss no neck. Oh well, come on in, cause I ain't done yet. We good. Let's go. All right. So we know that the okay. So Trip, I want to say it's Trismegistus. Who is Hermes and Thoth? Hermes' name is Hermes this Trismegistus, or however you say this, Megistus. Did y'all know that? Hermes, the Hermes. Did y'all know? This is the research I was doing today. Go look up Hermes and type in TRIS and see what comes up. Type in Hermes on Google and then type in TRIS and see what comes up. It might be flipped. Go look real quick. And then see if there's any Egyptian faces that come up in the photos. Ain't no living in denial. With Miss Circle, can somebody say expose every thought? The sun symbol, yep, it says stop. Can you joy? Now you see why God was pissed off that the bird god. Hmm. Huh? Huh? Hermes and oh. So in Greek mythology, he was Hermes and Thoth. How's that make you feel? Do y'all get what's going on? Do y'all get what I'm reading to y'all? We're literally reading the words of Thoth, of Hermes. This is him having a conversation. They just put it under Asclepius. This is how we can go in this book and they can trace this Negro's bloodline. Are y'all getting what I'm saying to you now? We're literally reading the words of Hermes or Thoth. Him, a conversation. Y'all remember who Asclepius is? What's the other name for Asclepius? Emotep. Was he not revered as a god? So Emotep and Hermes, or this other name, is sitting here having a conversation about God and the Thoth and Emotep are having a conversation. And we reading it in Asclepius. And they're having a conversation about God. I-M-O. I was waiting on y'all to pick it. I told y'all the names of the people that we was talking about in the story. They having a dialect. They having a conversation. We reading it. They like, I gotta go get the Nag Hammadi right now. And now you want it, don't you? Hermes and Thoth are the same person. They also gotta go by the name Trismegistus or whatever this dude's name is in Greek mythology. So we're literally reading a conversation between Emotep and Thoth, or Hermes and Asclepius, as their other names are called. So in Greek mythology, there's Asclepius and Hermes, Trismegistus or whatever. And in Egyptian literature, they are Thoth and Imhotep, rulers. Imhotep and Thoth are having the same, they're having a conversation. So we're reading right now. We're reading it right now. Yeah, that's what we're reading in Asclepius. Asclepius is Imhotep, and Thoth is Hermes Trismegistus or whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right now, that's what's in your Nag Hammadi Naisha, if you have it. So let's go. So he says, Trismegistus, did he send them to men alone? Yes, Asclepius, he sent them to men alone. So Hermes, this is crazy, it's right here. Hermes and old boy is having a conversation right here. Thoth and Imhotep, they talking to each other about God and about sex and about reproduction of man. I wonder why that's important. Shall we read on? And it is fitting that we tell you why to men alone he granted knowledge and learning, the allotment of his good. And now listen, God the Father, even the Lord, created man subsequent to the gods. We know that we were created after the angels. Right? That's why Lucifer was like, I'm not bowing to this dude. I was first in create. I was made before him in creation. So this even lines that up. What we read in Adam and Eve. Boom. It's showing here that Thoth and Emotep are having a conversation, and they like, God made the gods, and it's small g's, subsequent to the gods. He said, man, right here is the truth. And did we forget that Jesus, Moses, Abraham, and everybody was in Egypt? I don't know why people be forgetting that. See? Right here. And now listen, God and the Father, even the Lord, created man subsequent to the gods. Little g. So we know this is talking about the angels. Y'all see I got my little notes there. Right? Okay, so let's keep going. So it says, and now listen, God and the Father, even the Lord, created man subsequent to the gods, and he took him from the region of matter. We came, what were we created out of? What was our physical body created out of? Dirt, dust, right? So that's matter. You can see it, right? You can see the matter that we were created out of, right? We were created out of matter. Okay? Okay, good. See how this is science too? Are you guys getting the science of this all? Everybody getting the science of it and how this is working? Okay. All right. Good job. I'm just okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. And he took him from the region of matter, since matter is involved in the creation of man, and the passions are in it. The Bible is always talking about don't let the flesh lead you away. Listen to the spirit more than the flesh. So literally in like this, the clay that God made us out of, our emotions are built in. It's a part of our makeup. That if you have flesh, you have emotions. It's like battle. Part of the eggs. It's like the eggs. Flesh, passion, emotions. Yes. Okay, here we go. I love it when y'all like it. It says, therefore they continually flow over his body. When you're angry, isn't it heat that you feel come up your body like rage? People say they feel fire come up their body and it just consumes their whole outside. Depression sits on your shoulders. Grown up time, if he blow on the back of your neck, she blow on your ear, you feel it all over your whole body. Is y'all getting this? Anxiety is in your chest. Ooh, nervousness is in your hands, but it'll make your whole body tremble. If you're afraid, ain't this good? Yeah, I told y'all. Butterflies in your stomach. Come on now, but you can feel it all. Like you'll hit it, and then you might get chills all over your. Okay? Yep. Crazy, right? I'm in the Nag Hammadi, y'all. The Nag Hammadi library. It's on my book list up there in Amazon. The Nag Hammadi library. It's in the book list. This is in the book list. I know that. We put that on there early. All right, here we go. So it says, therefore they continually flow over his body, for this living creature would not have existed in any other way except that he had taken this food, since he is mortal. It is also inevitable that inopportune desires which are harmful dwell in him. The lust of the flesh is like in the body, or like your evil desires come from the inside of you. They dwell. Like if you're gonna kill, if you're gonna if you're gonna physically abuse somebody, steal from somebody, all of that comes from the inside of you first, your thoughts. And because we all came from Adam, it says everybody is born a what? Sin. Everybody that's born is born a sinner. It's only two people that wasn't born sinners. Well, they wasn't even born. They was created. Because when they were created perfect. But because they sinned, everything created after them became a sinner. So it's literally in our genetic makeup. Because Adam and Eve sinned, that we would all be sinners. That's why the Bible says you born in iniquity and born into sin and shaped in iniquity. Shaped. What's the word? What's the definition of iniquity? Molded in iniquity. What's the definition for iniquity? A gross injustice. A wicked act or thing. A wicked act or thing. So when the Bible says, yes, baby, and then I'm going to go back and hit this. So y'all getting it now. Ooh. You were born in iniquity. Okay? I mean, you were born in sin and shaped in iniquity. It's literally built into your DNA, into your body, into your flesh to do wrong things. And this is why the Bible talks about the spirit being stronger than your flesh, because your flesh will lead you to sin because it's built into you, because you was born a sinner and you was born with the DNA of doing horrible things. This is why little kids 1 year old know how to lie. You be like, you can barely talk good and you know how to lie. Lie is a sin. A natural inclination. Y'all listen. Flesh was a part of the punishment for Adam and Eve. Yes, because you cannot remove. Remember, we talked about that gravity. Right. We are bound here to the earth. That's why man is keep trying to get out of here, because it's an innate feeling that we're supposed to be able to go free, but we are trapped in flesh. And when you die, you're released from the prison of flesh. And your chest caves in and it don't never rise no more after that. He said you're born to die. You born dying. You literally are born to die. Because it's the moment that you are born, you're literally living to die. The time clock actually is ticking down, not up. You go up in age, but you closer to going away. The countdown, exactly. Because your eternal body is gonna live forever. Whether it be in hell or heaven, it's gonna live forever. There isn't that's a time without end. So this is your countdown to going in the ground. Ain't that crazy? That's what I be trying to say. Like when you reading this, you gotta break it down. Be like, wait a minute, hold on. Woo, that hit me hard. Damn, anybody see my chair? Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Now y'all see. Listen. We talking about the temporal things. Y'all okay over here? Y'all good? And we ain't even made it past the first look. You see what I have to take breaks? Yeah. He gonna go and chop you in the throat real quick. You gotta take a breather and come back. I be trying not to overload y'all. Now y'all see why I got all these journals everywhere full of information. Cause one little paragraph, we've been on here 84 minutes and that was just one little paragraph, huh? Probably only 60 minutes of it. We just right here. We ain't even got all the way through the first line of this yet. We just did this right here. That's all we did right there. Okay. It might just be the feet by the time we finish. Uh-oh. All right, come on. Here we go. So it says it is also inevitable that inopportune desires which are harmful dwell in him. Self-harm, self-hate, abusing yourself, promiscuity, putting yourself at risk, all of these things, and you just can't stop doing it. Okay, I'm gonna just move on from there. All right. For the gods, since they came into being out of pure matter, do not need learning and knowledge. Who are the gods? Little g. The fallen angels. Well, they were angels. They were just angels. They hadn't fallen yet. So what they're talking about is the angels were made out of the cosmos. They wasn't made out of dirt or nothing like that. They was made out of the cosmos and the stars and the pure stuff up in the way up and up. We were made from matter. They were made from the cosmos. Right when God was first creating, they were created. When he was creating the fire, they were created from pure elements. Think about what the angels, they're made out of the elements. Well, everything that we have is made out of the elements. atoms and whatnot. They were made out of little molecules, and they made of the same stuff the galaxies is made out of. The primordial matter. They're made out of that. The stuff that's in the black holes and the stuff that we see circling around. That's what they're, yeah, that's juice. That's what they're made out of. They're made out of primordial. They are made of the galaxies, the stars. This is why fallen stars, they feel like heaven like stars. You go to Hollywood to become a star, you get your star on the wall. They glisten like stars. The bling is because they were shining angels and they were all pretty and ding. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A rising star because they're fallen stars. So you go to Hollywood slapping God's face. You go to Hollywood to become a star, become an idol, become worship. That's why they were kicked out of heaven, because they wanted to be worshipped by humans. So when you go to Hollywood and they make you an idol and you are singing the songs of these fallen stars, they make you a rising star. And you're worshipped by humans, idolized by humans. Exactly what they wanted. Is y'all getting that? It's the reverse. Yeah. And once they done with you, they throw you out. You mean nothing to them. You mean like what happened to them? They cut up. They did they acting. They did they whole shebang. And after their number was over, God said, all right, now it's time for y'all to go. We don't need y'all presence or nothing around here no more. Bad act. Yeah, we don't need that. Yep, and then they became the gods of the other nations. Ain't that crazy how they just reverse everything? I told y'all they copycats. Mm-hmm. They is, you see it. They just do the opposite. It's like if I say the sky blue, you gonna say it's yellow. And that's why once their little number was over, they got kicked out. Kicked right on it. It's time for y'all to go. We don't need y'all services around here no more. We don't need them. We don't need them. Not at all. And what do they do when people, once Hollywood has used them up and they're not a shining star anymore? What do they do with them? They kick them out. Look at our boy Tevin Campbell and other people, Miley Cyrus and Britney Spears and Whitney Houston and whoever. When they use them for what they use them for, and they throw them out, and we don't hear from them no more. Oh, girl, Maya Campbell, beautiful woman. Hollywood used her up and spit her out. And they call them fallen stars. Oh, okay. Okay. So for the gods, since they came into being out of pure matter, do not need learning and knowledge. For the immortality of the gods is learning and knowledge, since they came into being out of pure matter. It, immortality, assumed for them the position of knowledge and learning. So because they was gonna live forever, God did not put knowledge and learning in them because they were just eternal beings. It was like they already was over there where all the knowledge was. So they didn't need that because they weren't going to be in matter. You get it? Knowledge and understanding, it was for us. They were servants, so they didn't have to, they were just going to do whatever God told them to do, and they were assigned to their job, and that's all that they needed to know was that. You see what I'm saying? Because think about it. There's some angels, all they do is sing. They follow God around in heaven all day singing in his face. That's all they do is sing. There's some angels, they're warrior angels, so strategy they might have needed to know, but that's it. The Nag Hammadi library. Right? So then they don't need no knowledge, all they need to know is their songs. right? If you an angel that just plants seeds so that the flowers can grow every spring, you're just gonna plant your seeds. If you're the angel that helps women deliver babies, God's already put that gift down in you for you to just be able to touch the womb or whatever it is. So you didn't need knowledge about all sorts of other things. Because if y'all haven't noticed, every time that God want to send a message, he tells the angel what to say and what to do. And they constantly got to go back. Even Michael, okay, so what do you want me to do now? Okay, so what do you want me to do now? They do not make no decisions on their own. Remember when we was reading when Abraham was getting ready to die? He had to keep going back and asking God, what do I do? What do I do? All old boy Raphael or whatever walking with Toby. He had to keep going back and asking God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Because they don't get to make decisions on their own. They only do what they're told. The first decisions that the angels made on their own was Lucifer and his homeboys getting kicked out, saying they wasn't. Then the second set of angels that made a decision, it cursed the earth for good. When they made a decision on their own and didn't just do what they were ordained to do. Y'all picking this up? God gave us the ability to know right from wrong and to understand and to grow in knowledge and all of that stuff. They didn't need it. They only needed to do what they were ordained to do, and that was it. What they was hired or created to do. They didn't need to do nothing else. God made us in his image. They didn't get that. They had a different purpose. That's why they were mad. Okay. So it says, for the gods, since they came into being out of pure matter, do not need learning and knowledge. For the immortality of the gods is learning and knowledge. For the immortality of the gods is learning and knowledge. Since they came, immortality assumed for them the position of knowledge and learning. So they traded living forever and just being immortal beings for the knowledge and understanding that we get, basically. That was their trade-off. Well, they didn't have no choice in it. God just made them immortal beings, and so then they didn't need all that. But we are not immortal, so he gave us the knowledge and understanding. That's powerful. Anyway, it says, by the necessity, God, set a boundary for man, and he placed him in learning and knowledge. Concerning these things, learning and knowledge, which we have mentioned from the beginning, he perfected them in order that by means of these things he might restrain passions and evils. And according to his will. So he gave you knowledge and wisdom to control your emotions and your desires. That's why we got knowledge and wisdom, because the body that we were born into had these evils that was already in here. So then we need something to manage it. Ain't that crazy? So the angels didn't need that, because you're not living where you're going to be angry or sad. You're just going to do your job every day. So you don't need that. Because they wasn't never supposed to have passion or emotions. Do what you're told like a robot. God put a boundary. He put boundaries between the garden and the lake of fire. It's boundaries between this heaven and that, the firmament and the lower waters. It's a boundary between. He like boundaries. It's a boundary. He tell the earth, ocean, don't go no further. And he don't like people that's out of control. And people that are out of control don't respect boundaries. Look at that. They're evasive. I mean, invasive, not evasive, invasive. Mm. Okay. It says, oh, and I put a little note here. God did not give angels immortal bodies because they was never supposed to experience pleasure. That was my note. I'm going to read that again. God did not give angels mortal bodies because they were never supposed to experience pleasure. That was a human because they was never supposed to reproduce. They were made out of primordial matter, and this is how they're able to shapeshift. Okay? So they could be this person, look like this, look like that. You weren't supposed to keep the same body. No, because they're shapeshifters. They can appear as a light or this or that because they're made out of the cosmos. This is how they can be there because they need to be able to be transparent. They're the incorporeal host. Y'all remember okay, let's go look up the word incorporeal. I know y'all got it, but go look up the word incorporeal real quick. Remember how God told old boy, he said, look into the hills, and God opened his eyes, his spiritual eyes, so that he could see the army of angels that was right around that you couldn't see in the flesh. But they can still come down and hurt you because what does incorporeal mean? Non-composed of matter. So God's armies are not composed of matter, but they can affect matter. And they can shapeshift. And we know this because the angels materialize to people they didn't even, in the Bible say you never know when you entertain an angel. So with that, right? We are composed of matter. They are not composed of matter. They are incorporeal, but because they are made of the primordial compounds that make up everything that we see, they are able to flip back and forth. They can materialize or they can be just like old boy on what is it with Schwarzenegger, where the dude could be see-through and then you could see him and touch him and then he could not be touched. And we know that they have to be because Jacob wrestled with the angel. So then he wasn't incorporeal. You know, Tobit or Tobias walked with him and ate with him, and he said, "What I'm supposed to do?" And God said, "I'm gonna let her." Oh no, I think that's the other one. Anyway, Abraham. Remember, God let a devouring spirit come on Michael's hand or whoever hand, and so it looked like he was eating, it was a mouth in his hand that was eating. And how many people that make you think about the people that eat like this now? And I know people that I've seen people eat like that and been like, what if that wasn't even a whole person? What if it was an angel the whole damn time? I see people that eat like this. Right? But that's always stood out to me. Why are you right? But now you probably wasn't even a human. Y'all read the story with your own eyes. Where God let a devouring spirit, he said, I'm gonna let a devour. He said, send me down to eat. You know I can't eat. When Abraham was dying, Michael came, and Michael acted like he had to go outside and pee, shot up to heaven and said, what I'm about to do now, he didn't set some food down in front of me. You know we can't eat. He said, chill out. I'm gonna put a devouring spirit in your hand. So when you pick up the food and put it to your mouth, it's the devouring spirit is gonna eat it. You ain't gonna have to eat nothing. Don't worry about it. Cause he used to eat manna, the bread of the angels, the bread of heaven, manna, the angels' food. He ain't used to eat no human food, nothing grown out of the earth. Because everything that come out of our ground is corrupt because the earth is corrupt. And angels are not supposed to touch cursed or corrupt things because they are made out of pure matter. They're supposed to be pure light beings. Panera's parent company is named Manna. I did not know that. The bread company. Ah, really? That's why they give away so much bread. And that's probably why they're so blessed. Like the company as a whole. And the name of their parent company is Manna. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool to know. And it's so delicious, girl. Yes, they bread is good. We reading in Nag Hammadi. I'm just going over some stuff. I'm good. Okay, so look. All right, we gonna get through this little bit, then I'm gonna get off, y'all, cause I know it's getting late. What time is it? Oh yeah, it's about to be 11. We're on the East Coast. Okay. So it says, concerning these things, learning and knowledge, which we have mentioned from the beginning, he perfected them in order that they by means of these things he might restrain passions and evils according to his will. He brought his man's mortal existence into immortality. He man became good and immortal, just as I have said, and his spirit is immortal because your spirit is gonna live forever. But he's also mortal too. He's immortal and mortal because our soul is gonna live forever. It's never gonna die. Once we leave this body, it's alive forever. That's the time without number. So we are mortal and immortal in one space. That's why when you die, your spirit, your soul leaves your body and it goes somewhere. It goes to the immortal place. It goes to the place without end. This is why the Bible talks about being tormented for eternity. There is no count. So we are immortal and mortal in one body. Because this dies. This is our mortality. Right? This is our mortality right here. Mortal. Right? Mortally wounded. Okay? Right? So this is our mortality. But our immortality is our soul that's going to live forever and be tormented forever or be in peace forever. So we are immortal and mortal at the same time, which is something the angels did not have. They were just immortal beings. Okay? Keep that in mind. All right, here we go. He brought his man's mortal existence into immortality. He, man, became good and immortal, just as I have said. For he, God, created a twofold nature for him, the immortal and the mortal. And it happened this way because of the will of God that men be better than the gods, the angels. Since indeed the angels are immortal, but men alone are both immortal and mortal. Pause. Now we understand why the Watchers wanted to go into the women and produce a seed. Genesis, it says that you're not gonna live forever. I'm only giving you 120 years. This is why the pact that they made on Mount Hermon is so important. He said, you know, we cursing ourselves. And this is how all flesh became corrupted because the spirit and the flesh in this way were never supposed to meet. But they again are mimicking what God did, making the connection between the spirit and the flesh in one body. They wanted what we had. So the first one said, we not worshiping them because they're dirt. They're lower than us. And the second one said, I want to experience that. I'm tired of just being able to show up when they show up. But they have families and they have this and we don't have that. And I want it. Okay. It says, and it happened this way because of the will of God that men be better than the angels. It says gods, but I'm going to say angels, so y'all know what I'm talking about. Be better than the angels, since indeed the angels are immortal, but men alone are both immortal and mortal. Therefore, man has become akin to the gods. Now, I went and looked up this word akin, and it means related by blood. Like your kinfolk. Akin, Akin, means related by blood. I'm going to read that again. Did y'all hear that? I didn't lose y'all, did I? Okay, listen. It says, and it happened this way because of the will of God that men be better than the angels, since indeed the angels are immortal, but men alone are both immortal and mortal. Therefore, man has become related by blood to the angels, and they know the affairs of each other with certainty. The angels know the things of men, and the men know the things of angels. And I am speaking about men, Asclepius, or Imhotep, who have attained learning and knowledge. But about those who are more vain than these, it is not fitting that we say anything else, since we are divine and are introducing holy matters. This is Imhotep and Thoth having a conversation about the angels coming down and being mad. And he said, we really don't even need to be talking about it because we divine beings as well. Like, basically, we wouldn't be here if this wouldn't have happened. But this, he's saying exactly what Enoch said, that the men came down and taught the women all of the secrets of heaven and made them their wives and had children by them. And it says right there that men now knew the things of the gods or the angels, and the angels now knew the things of humans, which means they knew what it felt like to reproduce. They knew what it felt like to be inside of a woman, to eat food, and this and that. And the angels taught them the magic and the roots and how to change matter, which is alchemy. I'm gonna let y'all go because I know this is a lot, and I know some folks don't want to come back and watch the rewatch. But isn't this powerful? I'm about to go turn my music on. I just wanted to share it because I ain't even got all the way through there. But I know y'all said y'all went and read it, so I was just trying to see if y'all got some of that. Did y'all get this? Was it good to you a little bit? Yeah, the Nag Hammadi library of Celpius. I don't even know if I'm saying that not right, but Asclepius, the Celpius, basically thoughts and Imhotep having a conversation with each other. Mind blowing. Just look up Asclepius. If you have the Nag Hammadi, just look up Asclepius. Asclepios. It's in there. Oh, good job, Miss Lene. That makes me excited. Listen, you said I'm ready, already waiting to watch this on YouTube. I'm about to get off here so y'all can go watch the rewatch. I'm about to, I already know how this going. I'm about to get off. Don't even worry about it. Give me about 6 minutes. It's the book of Celpius, Auntie. If you go in your table of contents, it's the book of Celpius. Mm-hmm. And the only reason I'm not giving out the page because I want y'all to get used to knowing where these books is. Like it's in this Nag Hammadi. So that's why I ain't gonna lie. I've been ignoring people asking the page because once I tell you the Nag Hammadi, you need to be good. Not you, Auntie. I'm just saying I want y'all to get used to seeing. Oh yeah, that's where it is. Boom. You know what I'm saying? That's why if y'all been noticing, sometimes I don't say it because if I'm telling you what book, sometimes I want y'all to go and look and get used to seeing what's in this because you might see something else in the table of contents. Mm-hmm. So that's another reason why. So don't be think I'm being ugly. No, I want y'all to seek because you got to get used to knowing what all is in your books. And if we always tell you, you might not ever go to the table of contents and look and see what else is in there. You might have something that you reading, but you skipping over because you never go to the table of contents. And that's just like the Bible at church. If we tell you what to read, you're not gonna read outside of that. So sometimes, yes, I do be doing I ain't gonna say petty. I just be wanting y'all to go. If you know we in book 2 and they say this, then you should be able to go and look in your table of contents and see what page that is. That's the part of your study and knowing where your stuff is. Mm-hmm. So it ain't just me being ugly. No, I don't get in the habit of being spoon fed where it's at. Y'all need to know how to go look for it. You need to be trying to charge your mind to remember where these books are. So if you trying to go get it, you don't got to go Google it. Now I already know what books it's in. Now sometimes, depending on how quickly your library grows, that part, Auntie, we about to do the same thing. I'm gonna finish that Nag Hammadi in the morning, but I'm definitely about to watch The Witcher at least one episode before I go to sleep. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Katrina. But that's the thing. I don't want y'all to just be okay. We on page. No, I want y'all to know your books. Cause how you gonna study if they turn off the internet? I don't want you to be looking like how do I do it. I want you to know. Okay, well if I find this, then I know I need to go look at the table of contents, see what they got over here. Like you know what I mean? I want y'all to study and not just read. Seek and find. Right, right, right. So that's the thing. So sometimes I do be not answering because I want y'all to go looking. That's how I found it. Hell, y'all don't get to do nothing. I don't get to do. Y'all better go looking. Did nobody hand me no answers? I had to find them. Y'all gonna find them too. This is what we do around here. I'm teaching you to fish. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to keep handing you these fish. And you ain't about to keep using my bait. I'm gonna need you to go get your own poles, your own reels, your own everything, and get your tackle box and go get your hooks and stuff. So you can sit out here and you can take your own bucket of fish home. Cause I'm frying mine and putting them in. I'm cleaning mine and putting them in my freezer. I don't know what you gonna eat. You can't keep eating mine. I can't keep bringing enough bait for both of us now. You gonna have to get your own damn bait and your own bucket and your own poles and all your own stuff. And if you don't want to use stink bait, you better get you some corn flakes and some oatmeal or something and get it on together. I don't know what to tell you. Because you can't use mass. Mm-hmm. I love y'all. Good night. Mm-hmm. I'm about to finish watching The Witcher. Thank you so much. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Lord's will, say your prayers. If you're gonna go read, go watch something. Y'all know we good. Yeah, I'm watching The Witcher season 3. It just came out yesterday. Did, I might go to the movie. I might take myself to the movies tomorrow because I gotta go see this because our movie came out today, didn't it? And I ain't been to the movies in forever. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take myself to the movies tomorrow. I'm gonna go. I'm going because y'all know what I'm gonna go see. Mm-hmm. I wanna go see it. Oh yes. Did y'all go see it? Anybody go see it? Indiana Jones came out today. The last Indiana Jones came out today. Don't talk about it. We got a 2-week gag order for the people that gotta wait 2 weeks to get paid to go see it. We got a 2-week gag order. If you go watch it, you cannot tell anything because you got to give other people a chance to go watch it. Yeah, it came out today. It's at the theaters. Yes. Yes, Miss Book. Yes. It's the last one. You binge watch 1, 2, and 3 to prepare. Oh my goodness. Is you going to go see it too? Listen here. I love Indiana Jones too. I know. We gotta get it in. It came out today. He said, I binge watch 1, 2, and 3 so I can be ready, so I can know what's going on. Yes, come on with it. Oh, Auntie, and I forgot. You know I sleep with popcorn on my bed now. It be at the foot on the right. You know I got a California King. It's only me in there. So my bed is massive. My popcorn be at the foot of the bed, right by the window, on the side, whatever flavor I'm eating right now. It's horrible. So if I get sleepy, and I mean, like when in my sleep when I need a snack, I just like feel around for the bucket and snatch it and eat 2 or 3 and close the bucket and go back to sleep. I've done that with chocolate popcorn and it was not pretty when I woke up. Chocolate everywhere. Mm-hmm. Ooh wee. I'm about to get on that this evening. I love you. Yes. And dude, that's why people was asking me, am I pregnant? No, I am fat. All the damn snacks I be eating in the middle of the night. Oh, it's books in the bed. Listen, if it ever get anybody over there, I promise you, I'm gonna have to just move all my crayons, my markers, coloring books, all of that stuff is over there. All my notes. It's always at least 2 books over there, so I know. Mm-hmm. Queen, where you get the popcorn at? Garrett's is where everybody else be getting it, or the grocery store, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I love y'all. I'm about to go get in my bed. I am. I'm about to go get in my bed. Mm-hmm. What do I know about Garrett's from Chicago? My auntie sends me a bucket every 2 months. Oh. Don't we, auntie? I got the my last bucket is the Mother's Day bucket. My aunties got me a subscription. Mm-hmm. Comes here faithfully. Sure. Yeah, they said it. She said it usually arrives in 2 days if you order online. So Tone, you can get it online. She said it normally arrives in 2 days, and it be fresh every time it come here. It be, listen, that part. He's Michi said, Auntie, do you need a new nephew, or is that the thing? Trying to get him some popcorn, I'm guessing. Not I need some Garrett's. Listen here. She send me some just about every other month. Mm-hmm. Garrett's popcorn, I'm guessing, Tone. All of them. I like popcorn, so I told y'all I sit in my bed and I have like 5 different kinds of popcorn in a bowl, like in sections. How y'all do y'all seasonings and y'all little videos when y'all gonna cook? How y'all had a paprika, the garlic like that, and the pepper and salt like all in that thing? Well, my bowl be like that, and it might be some chocolate, like s'mores with some strawberry popcorn, and I might have some jalapeno cheese, and then white chocolate. It just depends on what I got. Caramel and some, yeah, it's all. It'd be a whole mixture, and everything's just kind of sectioned out, and then I'll pick as I need it. So I eat it out because I like sweet and salty, so it's all going in there. It's all going in the same space, coming out the same space. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so. Mm-hmm. I love y'all. I'm about to go. I'll see y'all in the morning. For real this time. I'm leaving. Because I keep on saying